Hi everyone, welcome back. I'm Honeywell and we're playing our Trading Point Town this week. No time has passed in game since we last played, and it's still very early, only year 5. And our focus has been on training, of course, and we do have a caravan out that we're waiting for. Hopefully it makes it back alive. But a fair bit of this episode needs to be spent on surviving. We're playing on extreme, so there's not a lot of room for error. And the one thing that we need desperately is a better water source, and then we also need to get our alcohol up and running pretty quickish. But we have some time, which is good for us because I did some planning off camera, and instead of putting our water reservoir on the coast, let's see, out here on the coast, we are going to use the new dig tool and bring the water in so we can put our water reservoirs right here on this road, which will make them close to housing and our stockpiles so we can have the water as efficient as possible, which will keep the labor that we need to spend on water as little as possible. But in order to do that, we need the dig tool, which you find this under mining. So we need to unlock calcining kiln, the landfill, and dig river in order to do that. So yeah, that is pretty much the game plan today. Should we speed this up a little bit? I think so. The New Year's content has also been removed from the game, so all of the free stuff that has been floating past our town for the last few years has come to an end, which is good because it was getting a bit much. Another thing, we have 2 people who want new houses, and I want them to have houses, so yeah, let's give them some. We're going to put them right here behind this boarding house. Because with this boarding house is still full, so we want these people to be in the area for the hunters, the caravan workers, the miners, all of that. So we need houses in this area over here. And it is July. One of the things that has also changed is, let's close down our hunters to get them to bring in the crops, is the rice. I don't know if anyone will remember this. It's been so long. But this was the first time that this map was the first time I had ever played with the rice, and it was fast growing and high yield. Apparently that was just part of the New Year's content, was to buff the rice. So it's gone back to just like a normal staple crop, and I'm assuming the growth is also a normal growth now. So we'll have to keep an eye on that. We might want to switch back to peas. Do we even have peas on this map? Let's go to our collection. I for your collection. Oh, that reminds me, the dates. Yeah, we do have peas, so that's good. We have peas and tomatoes. Not that that matters. Agave flax. We're in good shape for crop seeds. That is 2 tech points. Over here, one of the things that we are trading with Rania, and we are level 2 reputation, but we get dates as a reward. I've never really played with the orchards much, just because I don't think they produce that much. But since we have these, and they can be used to make anisette in the distillery, we're going to go ahead and put somebody in and plant some dates, just to see what it's like. What else do we have going on here? We've moved out the buffalo from this small pasture into this larger one. I also penciled in a 20 by 20 pasture. I said that we were going to bring this coast back as soon as we could unlock the dig tool, and we are going to do that. Other than that, I think the big thing is to, what is getting built? Oh, these stockpiles down here. One of the things that we have ordered from the caravan is a scarecrow. And the scarecrows are pretty expensive, a couple thousand silver. So if we're going to put one down, I want to put a large 15 by 15 farm field over here. So when this crop comes through, we'll go ahead and do that. What else is going on? I do not know, not much. We are going to get into silver mining. We have the materials for that. Oh, here it is, the mint. We have the materials for this on the caravan, so hopefully that makes it back. And I guess it's time to pick up the pace here because, yeah, we're really waiting on these guys to finish harvesting this field, which they should have plenty of time to do. 48 degrees. Plenty of time, maybe. And that should be the 3 points that we need to get the Dig River tool. To get this last little bit. So we have 936 rice. You also see we have tiers, which are pretty cool. We have idle chickens over here. If we were able to capture a chicken, that would be amazing, because these tiers sell for, let's hit V, and we can go to traded goods. They sell for like 90, 77 to 105 silver, which is not bad. But they're very rare, and I doubt we'll catch them. But yeah, living the dream there. Okay, let's get this farm field closed. Let's put, what do we have, 4 people over here? Yeah, let's open up our forester's hut and let's put 4 people in that, because they all work right there. Let's put our hunters back on. Maybe they'll catch us an idle chicken. And then let's open up this Spike. Spike has always wanted to be a date farmer. Let's get them planting that orchard, which would be pretty cool. I'd be happy with that. We have no water because Brandon and Hilton are terrible. No, they're not terrible. What happens with this is they don't stay here and fetch water. They'll fetch water and then they'll go out here and, I don't know, collect some stone or something instead of just doing their job, which is one of the reasons why these wells don't work well, is because of the AI. But regardless of the AI, the reservoirs produce, is it 50% or 100% more water? So they're a better bet. And our caravan made it back alive. Very happy to see that. And they are loaded up with all kinds of good stuff. We have some scarecrows, bedding, medical alcohol. I banned all the tools, and I also banned dates, I believe. Let me double check if I can remember how to do that. Stock management seems to be what we want here. Dates, yes, I did ban them. That way no one will eat them. And yeah, our caravan is back. Let us expand this farm field. Seems like a good idea. So we'll get a 15 by 15 there, and as soon as we get the scarecrows, we'll plop one in. What else? Let's put somebody on the geese. Maybe? No. No, let's not. Once this caravan is done, we'll put somebody on geese. What we really want to do is move this terrain back. So let's check out our new handy dandy dig tool. and move it back. You see that? It was pretty cool. And let's get this reservoir in because I'm tired of not having any water here. There we go. How much sand do we have? 39 and 42. That is excellent because that's everything we need, correct? Maybe not. Let's just have them farm for some clay because it says that we don't have enough, even though we should. I'm not even gonna pretend to understand. It is what it is. And we have more tech points coming in, but I am not sure what we want to spend them on yet. So we're gonna hold off on that. No, I take that back. I do know what we want to spend it on. A dock, right? We're trading point, so we should be trading. Let's get the dock up and running. And we have a great harvest coming in, so that is pretty cool. And we need coal. Have all of these people done their thing? Okay, let's put somebody in. I don't want that person. Let's put all 5 of our uneducated workers in the mine. And if I ever did this again, I would just go with the school because this is just, yeah, it's not worth it. Oh, and why do they have glue pudding? Oh, well, that's nice. I'm assuming that and they have wine? Does that make any sense? I do not know. Cecil, what do you have? And Cecil has rice cakes? Okay. And you have more wine as well? I am not going to complain. Go ahead. Is that going to go in their inventory or is that like, you know, for personal consumption there? So what do we have? 4? So who else is? Aline. Okay. So now all 5 of our uneducated workers are in the mine collecting coal for us. Let's get somebody on geese because I believe, are we using feathers for our down jackets? No, we're using wool and leather. That's fine. But we still want feathers. And we're not quite up to speed on our buffalo, so we're not going to worry about that for now. We're still getting these dates planted slowly, very slowly. You're the farmer. What are you doing? Oh well. We have those 2 houses. Let's see. Are we ready? We have 6 people in here. Let's open up another house on this side. And then yeah. Yes, I think, perhaps. We're going to open up the distillery. We have the reservoir being built and another house, which is all good. We have no fuel and we have no water because reasons. Brandon and Hilton are not keeping up, and they just started mining coal. And I'm not going to turn that off because it'll ruin all of my building assignments, I think, perhaps. But I will because the boarding house. Beatrice, no. You don't get to work there. There we go. And what were we doing before we were so rudely interrupted? I think we wanted to put in a trading dock. So, yeah, let's do that. I guess we want that right there. This is where we have our small trading post, so I think the dock will work over here because we'll also be putting in boat shipping yards too. So this will be our little trading empire over here, I do believe. So that's fine. It's all fine. I know the fuel reserves are low, but yeah, it is what it is. And that has enough. We are going to turn off the sand pit because we need the laborers. We have all of the trees planted. Let's turn them off until they grow up. I'm not sure when the trees mature and when they get harvested, but I know they won't be harvested while they're that small, so yeah, we can let that go for a bit. We have people who are thirsty, and March has arrived. Let's put in our scarecrow. And what are we going to plant? Do we want to try the rice? Or should we just go with beans? Well, let's do rice just so we can compare it. But I'm pretty sure it's like I think it's probably the equivalent of oats, so it matures not slow but not fast, and the yield is better than vegetables but not as good as peas, is what I think, but I do not know. And yeah, we'll just have 7 people plant that field for us. We still have our hunters. We got 7 frozen tears. Are all of our chickens gone? Yeah, it looks like it. So no chickens for us. Sad. It's very sad. And do you know what else we need? Let's get some houses over on this side of the map as well. We'll put one over here, which is by that field and our distillery. And we'll get one right behind our reservoir, which seems like a good idea. What is not a good idea is these people that don't have any water. Let's toggle that off and on and see if we can't get some. That's 36 water. Down to 5. 2. Should we try again? This is ridiculous that we have 25 people. Well, 30 people. And 2 people working on the big well in year 6 cannot provide enough water for that. That seems like a bit. Who are the people that do not have? Where do they live? Where's your house at? I'm wondering if I should, well, their health is pretty good. If they were about to die, I would have kicked them out and they could have moved into the boarding house that does have water so they wouldn't die. But I'm hoping that we'll get back on track before that happens. We're up to 9 traded tiers though. There's 12 water. So while these people are running back and forth, they're doing absolutely nothing. And they're still not getting water. Okay, we gotta turn off this house. Let's turn off the house. And there they went to the boarding house to get a drink. And as soon as they get a drink, we'll turn back on this house. Okay, let's turn that back on. And then 2 new people can move in. Isn't that lovely? Brandon, what are you doing? Hilton? I'm turning off the building off and on to try and get these people to deposit the water into a stockpile so people can use it. But yeah, you can see. Let's close that field. Did I do that? Oh, that's a bunch of kids playing. And let's turn on our foresters. And do we have our hunters back? We do. And there we go. But we do not have water for this, so let's boot Susan out for a moment there. And you know what we could do to expedite this? Let's put a person on building, and let us get some trees and some rocks. Okay, that's it. More than enough for 2 people to do. Okay, there we go. So now we have our reservoir being built, which is very good. Hopefully that's going to take care of the water situation. And I showed you a good trick. If people are dying of thirst, you can go ahead and close their house so they can get water from someplace else. But again, this is not enough water. So this reservoir is really important, and then after that is this house right here. While I was taking a look at kind of like the town planning, what I saw is I could place 4 mines on this little mountain ridge over here. So I just marked that out just so that would be in place. And we're in August, so it is time to bring in the harvest. Past time, probably. What do we have? 9 people? Do we want all 9 of those people? I think we do. And what do we have? 123 coal. We're gonna go ahead and switch this over to, I guess they're rearranging themselves. I noticed that the other day. I thought that I had messed up in Cardinal Point, and I didn't give new people jobs, but it looks like they're taking whatever jobs they want. The AI is reassigning them, which I don't actually like that much, to be honest with you, but I guess there's nothing we can do about it, right? Oh good, here comes a bunch of immigrants. Which we are happy for. And yes, we will, as soon as I can find our town hall. Here it is. Check. Accept. Yes, please. Welcome aboard. Let's have 4 people. 4 people building. 12 people bringing in this crop, because it is we're gonna miss out on a lot of food, I bet you, but it is what it is. And hopefully our water situation will be resolved shortly. There we go. Get 2 people, and yeah, no. Goodbye to you 2. Sylvia and Spike. What a couple. They're great. You're a water fetcher. And I'm going to be pretty upset if the game reassigns these people, but I don't think they would. And you are a water fetcher, right? Okay. So that is good. This is going to be as efficient as possible. They live right here. They have a stockpile right there. Should be good to go. And now that we are hopefully going to have water coming in, let's get somebody in our distillery. As soon as that house is built, we'll make sure it's the proper person. And what are we going to do? Yes. Well, actually, you know what? Let's just close that down because reasons. They didn't get any of this in. That's a big yikes. It doesn't matter though. We have it'll all sort itself out. We have the hunters. We have lots of wild forage on the map. And we have a couple of people bringing in some goose meat, so it's fine. How much silver do we have? 4? Not much. Maybe we should put somebody in the marketplace. And let's do a big old food gather. And maybe some more trees. Maybe right over here. Just to help us get our trading post up and running. Not our trading post, our dock is what it's called. And we have a great harvest coming. So let's see, let's hide these trees. What is that? So 4? Oh, that's perfect. Okay. So 1, 2. Sure, 8 by 15? Yeah, that's fine. I wonder if we should put a... We have 2 scarecrows. I wonder if we should put one on one of these fields, this orchard or this field over here. I do not know. No, we're just going to do 8s. There we go. Looks good. These, oh, we don't have a church person. When did that happen? Did someone die? Yeah, no one died. And why are we out of tools? We're not. That was just one person. Okay. It's all fine. It's all good. But if they are out of tools, it would be because we don't have lumber coming in is what the problem is. Do we still not have any water? This is crazy with the water. Yeah, it is crazy. Oh, I was wondering where all the people went, and they're all in this marketplace. Yeah, no. And let's close all these positions. We want one person there. Sure, let's put another person there. We have all of these roads. Nothing is getting built. We have these houses. Still 2 more people want houses. Let's unlock these. And this. Let's get this mint unlocked. And yeah. I'm hoping that as soon as we stop collecting all of this stuff, that our water will start upticking. In fact, let's cancel all of this stuff. Because the fact that we don't have water still is just, I mean, we need water. Come on. We have 2 more houses being built, so they're going to be out of water. And that person, our water fetcher, was all the way out here gathering herbs instead of hauling water for us. I think that's broken. I mean, honestly. And I don't know. Well, let's just put one worker on the trees. They have little fruits, too, will they? Will they get them? I do not know. And let's put a worker on Andrea. Andrea, you need to work really hard because we're down to 25 alcohol. Oh, and we have another 4 people over here. No wonder nothing was getting done. And yeah, they do not... No one is staying where I put them. What do we want for this? I mean, I think we need to go with agave, right? Just so we can get a little bit of a stockpile. And then we'll do... No, let's do flax because we need flax for what? For the bathhouse. In fact, let's do... What do we need? We need cut stone and linen. Okay. Let's do cut stone for sure because we need it. And where should we put that? I think right here is a good spot. Sure. Sure. It's good enough. And yeah, and then you only have 3 people in the mine, even though and what happened? Like the person just randomly like left the church for no reason? I would consider this like a pretty major AI issues here. We have 17. We need to get somebody on our pasture, and of course it's going to be Cecil, who is uneducated, because why wouldn't it be? So annoying. Where else could we use some houses? I guess right over here would be a good spot for them. Right here by the pasture, and I guess right here by this field. Sure, why not? And we're in February, and we're going to want to put as many people as we can in these fields over here to get them planted and going. But we still have 0 water. But we're getting a dock. We're going to have a great harvest. Yeah. That is pretty good. Do we want to stock anything in the dock? I don't think we do. I think we just want this just to sell. Oh, look at this. We have a scarecrow, rice cakes, dumplings, glue, all kinds of good stuff. Wine, fireworks, we have a ton. And that reminds me, what do we have to trade? 421 out of a 500. So for sure, our next trade, what do we need? Like 80 times 80, 64. So we only need to trade like 6,400 worth of goods, and we will unlock the dyeing mill, the custom tailor, and the gem mine. The custom tailor will make down jackets out of just linen, and the gem mine is just a good trade item. So yeah, that is really good. I think we're going to go ahead and leave it here. When we come back, we're going to go ahead and get level 3 trading with Rania. And yeah, it's March, so we'll plant our harvest and all that good stuff. Thank you so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed the episode, and will leave a like if you did. Your likes and comments are always appreciated, and they matter. And yeah, that's all. I hope to see you all soon for the next episode. Bye-bye.